What if I told you there's a molecule inside your cells right now that determines how fast you age? Not cholesterol, not blood sugar, not cortisol. A molecule that powers every mitochondria in every cell in your body. And what if I told you that between the ages of 40 and 60, you lose approximately 50% of it? Not gradually, not evenly. 50%. Gone. That single decline is behind more of what people attribute to aging. The fatigue, the slow recovery, the cognitive fog, the loss of resilience, than almost any other biological change. The molecule is called NAD+, nicotinamide adenine dinucleotide. And in 2023, a study published in the journal Cell demonstrated something that changed how researchers think about what you consume in the morning. A specific compound added to a simple daily routine elevated NAD+ levels in aging cellular models by 31% over 6 weeks. Hi, I'm Dr. Mercer. I'm a physician who spent over 20 years studying cellular metabolism and longevity medicine in patients over 50. When I started looking at NAD+ research, I realized it connected almost every complaint I was hearing from patients after 60 into a single upstream problem. Today, I'm going to show you exactly what NAD+ does, why its decline drives so much of what we call normal aging, and the precise morning coffee protocol that the research supports. We are going to cover 4 things in this video. First, what NAD+ actually is, what it does at the cellular level, and why losing half of it between 40 and 60 matters as much as the research now suggests. Second, the specific compound that elevates NAD+, and how adding it to your morning coffee changes its absorption profile. Third, the cell study and supporting peer-reviewed evidence with exact details on what was measured and what the numbers actually mean. Fourth, the precise protocol. The compound, the dose, the form, the preparation, and the timing that makes the biological difference. CTA micro. 8 to 12%. Before we go further, take 2 seconds and check that you are subscribed. I hear from people every week who have watched several of these videos and were never subscribed. It costs nothing. Welcome to Forbidden Camping. This is where we open what the research your appointment never covered. Now let's start with NAD+, because most people have heard the term, but very few understand what it actually does inside a cell. NAD+ is a coenzyme. It is not a fuel source itself. It is the molecule that makes fuel processing possible. Think of it this way. Your mitochondria take glucose, fat, and amino acids and convert them into ATP, the cellular energy currency. NAD+ is the electron carrier that makes that conversion possible. Without adequate NAD+, mitochondria cannot run the electron transport chain efficiently. The fuel is there, the machinery is there, but the carrier molecule is depleted and the system slows to a fraction of its potential output. This is why NAD+ decline does not produce one specific symptom. It produces a systemic reduction in cellular energy across every tissue simultaneously. Your muscles feel it as reduced endurance and slower recovery. Your brain feels it as reduced processing speed and cognitive clarity. Your immune cells feel it as slower response and reduced surveillance capacity. Your cardiovascular tissue feels it as reduced efficiency under physical demand. Every system that depends on mitochondrial energy, which is every system in your body, runs less efficiently when NAD+ is depleted. Beyond energy metabolism, NAD+ is also the required substrate for a class of proteins called sirtuins. Sirtuins are sometimes called longevity proteins because they regulate DNA repair, inflammation control, and cellular stress response. When NAD+ is adequate, sirtuins are active and your cells maintain their integrity under stress. When NAD+ is depleted, sirtuins go dormant because they have no substrate to work with. David Sinclair at Harvard Medical School has described NAD+ depletion as one of the primary hallmarks of aging at the molecular level. His research and subsequent work from multiple institutions has established that restoring NAD+ levels in aging tissue produces measurable improvements in cellular function. At 20 years old, your cells contain robust NAD+ concentrations. By 40, multiple studies measuring NAD+ in human tissue show concentrations have already dropped by approximately 25 to 30%. By 60, the decline reaches 50% or more compared to young adult levels. This is not a gradual drift. It is a structural change in cellular biochemistry that compounds with every decade. CTA principle, 18 to 24%. Before I explain the compound and the protocol, I want to mention 2 resources. The first is the Hidden Health Protocols, a complete system of 10 evidence-based health guides designed for adults over 40. The NAD+ morning protocol from today's video with the exact dosing table and sourcing guide, the real drivers behind fatigue, blood sugar inflammation, sleep disruption, and metabolic decline after 45. What most people only understand after their first serious diagnosis, explained before it gets to that point. The second is the Advanced Longevity System. A deeper set of targeted health systems focused on the core biological drivers of aging. The full NAD+ restoration stack, how it connects to mitochondrial biogenesis, sirtuin activation, and cellular repair. The biomarkers that measure NAD+ status, and what to ask your physician to order. Both links are in the description and the pinned comment below. Now, the compound, and why the morning coffee delivery method matters more than most people realize. The most studied NAD+ precursor is NMN, nicotinamide mononucleotide. NMN is a direct precursor to NAD+. When it enters a cell, it is converted into NAD+ through a single enzymatic step. This is different from niacin, which requires multiple conversion steps and produces flushing as a side effect in most people. And it is different from NR, nicotinamide riboside, which requires 2 conversion steps and has a slightly lower conversion efficiency. NMN enters cells through a specific transporter protein called SLC12A8. This transporter is found in particularly high concentrations in the small intestine. The absorption window is widest in the fasted state, specifically in the first 2 to 3 hours after waking. This is why the timing of the morning coffee protocol is not arbitrary. Consuming NMN in a fasted state in the morning means it arrives at the small intestine when SLC12A8 transporter activity is at its peak. The coffee vehicle matters for a second reason. Caffeine mildly stimulates cellular metabolism. This increases the demand signal for NAD+ in the hours immediately following consumption. When demand is elevated and precursor supply is simultaneously increased, the conversion efficiency improves. The cell study measured exactly this dynamic in aging cellular models. Cells supplemented with NMN showed a 31% increase in NAD+ concentration over 6 weeks under conditions designed to model the cellular environment of adults over 60. The researchers measured this using mass spectrometry, which provides precise quantification of intracellular NAD+ concentration. I want to be precise here because the framing matters. This was a cellular model study, not a large-scale, randomized controlled trial in humans. The 31% figure comes from aging cell line research. Human in vivo data shows meaningful but more variable results. A clinical trial published in Nature, Aging in 2022, measured NMN supplementation in healthy adults over 65. Participants who received 500 milligrams of NMN daily for 12 weeks showed significantly higher blood NAD+ metabolite levels. They also showed measurable improvements in muscle function and walking speed compared to the placebo group. Stay with me, because the protocol section is where all of this becomes actionable. If you have made it this far, you already understand NAD+ at a deeper level than most people who are taking supplements for it right now. Subscribe and share this with someone over 50 who is experiencing fatigue. They cannot explain and has never heard this molecule mentioned. The hidden health protocols and the advanced longevity system both have the complete NAD+ protocol in written form. The dosing table, the sourcing criteria, and the biomarker tracking guide, both links in description and pinned comment. Now stay with me. The protocol section is where the difference between results and no results lives. NMN comes in several forms: powder, capsule, sublingual tablet, and sublingual powder. Standard capsules release NMN in the stomach, where it is exposed to stomach acid before reaching the small intestine. Stomach acid partially degrades NMN before the SLC12A8 transporter in the small intestine can absorb it. Sublingual delivery, where the compound dissolves under the tongue, partially bypasses stomach degradation by entering circulation through the oral mucosa. Multiple pharmacokinetic studies comparing sublingual versus oral NMN show significantly higher blood NMN levels with sublingual delivery at equivalent doses. If you are using a capsule form, taking it on a fully empty stomach reduces the time the compound spends in stomach acid before reaching the intestine. This is why the timing with morning coffee on an empty stomach is clinically relevant and not arbitrary. The effective dose range in most human studies showing measurable NAD+ elevation is between 250 and 500 milligrams daily. Below 250 milligrams, the signal in most published studies is inconsistent. Above 500 milligrams, additional benefit beyond 500 has not been clearly demonstrated in current literature. Start at 250 milligrams for the first 2 weeks. Assess tolerance, and then move to 500 milligrams if desired. When purchasing NMN, look for products that specify purity testing by a third-party laboratory. NMN is an expensive compound to manufacture correctly. Lower-cost products frequently contain significantly less NMN than stated on the label. Third-party certificate of analysis from an independent laboratory is the only reliable way to verify what you're actually purchasing. The morning protocol is as follows. Wake in a fasted state. Do not eat before this protocol. Take 250 to 500 milligrams of NMN. Sublingual if available, capsule if not, on an empty stomach. Prepare your coffee. No sugar, no sweetened creamer. Both spike insulin and terminate the fasted metabolic state that maximizes NMN absorption. Black coffee or coffee with a small amount of full fat cream only. Wait 20 to 30 minutes before eating your first meal. That 20 to 30 minute window is when NMN absorption through the intestinal transporter is occurring actively. Eating before that window closes reduces absorption efficiency. Now let me tell you what to expect, because this is where people most often give up on compounds that are actually working. NAD+ restoration is not a stimulant. You will not feel it on day one the way you might feel caffeine. The mechanism works at the level of mitochondrial efficiency, DNA repair, and sirtuin activation. These are biological repair processes that unfold over weeks, not hours. In weeks 2 through 4, most people report improved energy consistency throughout the day. Not a spike followed by a crash. A steadier baseline that does not collapse in the afternoon. This reflects improved mitochondrial efficiency across metabolic tissue as NAD+ concentrations rebuild. In weeks 4 through 8, people who are tracking their exercise capacity often report improved endurance and faster recovery. The Nature Aging clinical trial measured this as improved walking speed and muscle function at 12 weeks. What participants described subjectively was that activities they had stopped doing because they felt too hard became accessible again. By weeks 8 through 12, the cognitive clarity improvements become more noticeable. Researchers attribute this to improved NAD+ availability in neural tissue, supporting more efficient synaptic function. One important note on safety before you start. NMN is very well tolerated in healthy adults at the doses studied in clinical literature. If you have a history of cancer or are undergoing cancer treatment, consult your oncologist before starting any NAD+ precursor. NAD+ supports cellular growth and repair pathways that are relevant to cancer cell biology. This does not mean NMN causes cancer. It means the interaction with cancer treatment protocols requires physician guidance. If you take medications for blood pressure or blood sugar, monitor your markers more frequently when starting, as improved. Insulin sensitivity can affect medication requirements. For healthy adults over 40 without these conditions, NMN at the studied doses has an excellent safety profile in current literature. CTA fetchmento, final 60 to 90 seconds. Look, the 50% decline in NAD+ between 40 and 60 is not theoretical. It is measured directly in human tissue, and the downstream consequences of that decline, the fatigue, the slower recovery, the cognitive drift, the reduced resilience, are not inevitable features of aging. They are features of NAD+ depletion. And NAD+ depletion is addressable. The research is not complete. No research in longevity medicine is complete. But what is established is the mechanism, the direction of effect, and the safety profile at standard doses. 250 to 500 milligrams of NMN, sublingual if available, on a fasted stomach with your morning coffee before your first meal. That is the protocol the evidence currently supports. If you want to go deeper on what is happening inside your cells after 40 and what the research says about slowing that process, I built 2 resources for exactly that. The Hidden Health Protocols is the starting point. 10 evidence-based guides on fatigue, blood sugar, inflammation, sleep, and long-term metabolic health. The Advanced Longevity System goes to the mechanism. NAD+ restoration, mitochondrial biogenesis, sirtuin activation, and cellular repair. Plus the biomarkers that measure whether it is actually working inside your body. Both are built on one principle, what most people only understand after their first serious diagnosis, explained before it gets to that point. Both links are in the description and pinned comment below. If this type of evidence-based analysis is useful to you, subscribe and give this video a like. Share it with someone over 50 who is experiencing fatigue they have been told is just part of getting older. It is not just part of getting older. There is a biochemical explanation, and there is a protocol. In the next video, I am covering what happens when you combine NMN with the overnight fasting protocol from last week. The interaction between NAD+ restoration and the growth hormone pulse that occurs during deep sleep is something the research is only beginning to quantify. Comment below and tell me if you have tried NMN before and what your experience was. I read every comment. Your questions shape what I research next. Keep investigating. I will see you in the next one.